I put my handmade watercolor paper to the test by painting with ink. The goal was to see how the paper handles different media and how it feels to paint on a textured surface. This is part one of testing my paper with fountain pen ink. I used Japanese red ink with a glass dip pen and a paintbrush. I brought all my painting supplies to a local craft meetup in my neighborhood. It's a cozy, small group environment that feels perfect for an introvert like me to socialize a little. I enjoy working alone most of the time, but too much solitude can make me feel lonely and unmotivated. It's also a great way to naturally share my crafts and connect with people who share common interests. I am nowhere near a professional painter. My goal is to simply use painting as a way to practice focus and become more open-minded, fearless, and less judgmental of myself. I started by making a simple cover design for this watercolor pad. I used the dip pen to draft the title with thin lines, then follow up with the brush. The tiny tip of the dip pen did not glide very smoothly on the slightly textured paper, especially on the rougher surface shown here. But on the smoother side, writing felt quite pleasant. The ink stayed on the surface for a while before slowly absorbing into the paper without feathering or bleeding through. That's the effect of AKD sizing, which is a liquid agent mixed into the paper pulp to make the paper more water resistant. On a new page, I painted simple flowers around the paper using the brush, then slowly added lines around them. Since the ink did not absorb immediately, I had to be careful not to smudge the wet areas. This was my first time painting in a public setting. My attention was divided at times, but I actually welcome it. It added a fun challenge to the practice and made the experience feel less lonely. Here is the finished meditative painting made with red Japanese ink on my handmade watercolor paper. Watch the next video to see how the black ink performs.